It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from the link. On the return, it's Williams. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now we'll get a pause here. An injured player, and it's A.J. Brown, who was hurt on that last play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. Room to run again. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And While that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and, man, they were...
He's got his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He'll stay on the ground, and he'll get about 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll try to hit him with a screen. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a toss play, running left, and a good tackle out wide. Will hold him to a gain of just 3. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 26 yards. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Hurts will try it again. He'll tuck it and take off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Hurts. That one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. He runs with it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Open man, right side. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Prescott again. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he'll run it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Dak going to throw it here on first down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Taking off. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Prescott on first down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Hurts working in the pistol. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. First down, Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On first down, it's Hurts. Catch made there, that's Smith. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw, Hurts. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
This one is caught by Dotson. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Whoa!
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. What a move! He's in! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. This pass right side caught by Lamb. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open. That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
A first down. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll play action. It's Prescott. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. They face second down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Deron Bland, good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Pistol now for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's second and 6. On play action, here's Dak. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll go with a counter on first down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On second down, it's Dak. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's second down and 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for second down. They'll run. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Second and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.